Okay, can we all just pretend that I've been uploading for the past... Wait, this isn't even a watch. Listen, you guys know the deal. The channel, plummeting in viewership. My streams, non-existent. But hey, at least the patrons are eating good. Besides, Apple, man's been busy. Top quality editing like that is hard to come by, and I'm sure he had good reasons for not being able to help me out.
These nuts is an expression used to deliberately interrupt or divert a conversation. It is not a literal reference to testicles, rather it is used figuratively to disrupt and show disrespect to whatever discussion is currently occurring.
You're telling me he wrote an entire video essay on D's nuts?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Bro, what are you doing? I need your help, man. You can't be Robbie, right? Where the hell is he and what the fuck did you do to him?
It's showtime!
E3 has concluded, and with it, a slew of new announcements that, okay, let's just be honest here, no one gave a fuck about anything but Nintendo, and because of that, I don't really see any reason to cover it here on One More. However, I filmed 4 discussion videos covering the Nintendo Direct, Monarch's announcement, Elden Ring, and the one I just posted a few days ago on Square Enix's interesting E3 presentation. So, if you want to hear my thoughts on those topics, I'll be rolling those out once a week with a fresh episode of Video Gamer News with your boy Pinoy.
4K DLSS, the Nintendo Switch Pro is here! Bro, this shit ain't 4K. But the leaks, the rumors! What am I gonna do? Nintendo! You shit fucking company! You do nothing! You always do the bare minimum! It's your fault! I blame you! It's not because I set up this expectation for myself, it's because of you! You let me down every fucking time! More than my own father!
Is this what Twitter looks like in real life? So Nintendo decided to just randomly drop a new entry into the Switch family. The Nintendo Switch Pro, the Nintendo Switch XL.
Is this thing really just called the Nintendo Switch OLED model? Wow, I mean, I'm used to the weird Nintendo branding, but I'll roll with it, I guess.
Featuring a 7-inch OLED display, this version of the Switch is definitely the sleekest model they've produced. But I've gotta say, I'd be lying if I wasn't a bit disappointed. It's fun to speculate on things, but please stop believing these leaks and rumors. There's a reason everyone says take this with a grain of salt. Some will turn out real and some won't. Unfortunately, it seems like the hype behind the 1 million Switch Pro rumors has led a ton of people to think this was supposed to be more than it turned out to be. Myself included. Don't get me wrong, an OLED screen looks incredible in person, and these trailers aren't going to do a great job at selling that to people. The 7-inch screen also sounds amazing for playing games combined with the vibrancy of OLED. It's just a tad bit disappointing it isn't at least 1080p in handheld. The plus side is that it's retailing for $350 USD. That's only $50 more than the base model, so if you see yourself as someone who'll be playing portably most of the time, it's 100% worth it to spend the extra cash. Now me, I'm a toilet gamer, so those 3 inches are about to change my life. This Thursday, Sony is holding another State of Play. Now before you guys lose your shit about predictions and all that, they've already said that while it's 30 minutes long, it's mostly indie games, third-party stuff, and an extended look at Deathloop, which looks good to be fair, but I think we've seen enough trailers for it at this point. Wait, third-party games, Square Enix, Atlas, Final Fantasy 16, and Project Re-Fantasy?
No, it won't happen.
Hello, Future Pinoy here to confirm, nope, it did not happen. To be completely honest with you guys, I saw a lot of my chat during the live stream was super disappointed by it, but honestly, Sony kind of set the expectations for it by literally telling us what's going to be in it. So I'm not really disappointed. It was just kind of like, I was going into it knowing what I'm going to see, and that is what we got, so I can't really complain, and honestly, there is no reason to complain. Okay, but for real though, can we please get an update on Re-Fantasy and Final Fantasy 16? I am like dying for news, like please. Speaking of Square Enix, the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters are coming out later this month on the 28th. I still wish they went for the Octopath visual style, but I won't complain. I mean, I'm happy to see these games don't look like the shit mobile versions, so that's gotta be worth something. They'll be about $12, and Steam has a bundle for $75?
I guess Square has successfully robbed me again.
Along with that, Square recently held an anniversary stream for the Mana series, a personal favorite of mine I might add. Legend of Mana, the Teardrop Crystal, is a new anime that'll be produced by Warner Bros. Japan and animated in conjunction by Graphinica and Yokohama Animation Laboratory. I've never heard of those studios, but I'm always interested to see how games are adapted into anime, albeit most of the time it's garbage. That's not what we really care about though. The last time the Mana franchise saw a brand new, non-remake console release was in 2006 with Dawn of Mana. Well, it's nice to finally hear that Square announced they're working on a brand new entry in the series, though they didn't have anything to show yet. Classic Square Enix. Either way, I'm glad to hear it, and here's hoping it plays as well as the Trials of Mana remake did. Sticking within the PlayStation side of things, Ghost of Tsushima is getting a director's cut version for PS4 and PS5. We're talking 60 FPS, 4K, adaptive trigger support, Japanese lip sync. I got a Nihongo Jozu this shit. Japanese lip sync.
日本のリップシンク
Nihon no Rippushinku! Yo, Apple, you took Japanese lessons, right? Was that good? And a whole new island with fresh enemies, story, and more to experience.
Holy fuck, I sound like a shill for this game. I've never even played it.
Well, guess what? Players like myself who own the game for PS4 can upgrade to the PS5 version for $30 USD.
That damn island better be worth my $30, you hear me, sucker punch?
Over in the Xbox side of things, it's looking like Microsoft is very close to breaking a deal with Kojima. I doubt this will mean future Kojima games are Xbox only, but it's very clear that there's some kind of exclusive game that'll be coming soon. I highly suggest you read this article on VentureBeat by Jeff Grubb, who goes into it in much more detail, though if I'm being honest, I just want to see how much crazier Kojima can get with the tech behind shit like Flight Simulator. Probably my favorite news for this week, the Geofront has been approached by NIS America to work on official localizations of the ever-elusive cross-beld duology, Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure. I brought these guys up in a previous one more, but their work is astonishingly good, and I love seeing the people get noticed by these companies. The best example of this is Christian Whitehead and Sonic Mania. I hope this means even more for the Geofront, and while I haven't seen any confirmation of it, they might even be helping with 2 other localizations they announced, The Legend of Nayuta, Boundless Trails, as well as The Legend of Heroes, Trails into Reverie. I still haven't played any Falcom games myself, but I promise you, I will get started with Trails in the Sky at some point. Honestly, Falcom, NIS, if you put it on Switch like you have been with Cold Steel and these future releases, I'm buying it day one. Yet, for every good thing, there's always the monkey's paw effect. NIS America is going to be doubling the PC prices of several games.
Bruh.
Let's end things off on a good note with some new screenshots of Shin Megami Tensei 5, courtesy of Game Informer. Bro, the more I see of this game, the more excited I get. But more than anything, I really want to hear the soundtrack. I've been stuck listening to the trailer for the battle theme on repeat, and I'd appreciate it if I could get a version without Mermaid trying to break my ears in the middle of the song. We get to see more shots of the protagonist running through Dot with demons all over the place, as well as some clean, high-res renders of the demons and some sexy new key art. God damn. I also want to briefly talk about the daily demon stuff that Atlas has been doing on the Japanese channel. Buffmeister over on YouTube has been uploading fully translated versions within an hour of them being released, as well as uploading multiple new gameplay clips from these trailers. After going through a lot of them, I've actually gleaned a little bit of new information. The biggest one being unique deaths coming back in full 3D. If you've played the 3DS mainline games, there was something unique about combat where whenever you would cast something like, let's say, Agi, and the opponent died, the sprite would burn up, or you cast Bufu and it'd freeze up and crack. It was just a cool little effect, but seeing it in 3D looks so fucking metal. Bro, that Tsuchigumo got fucked up. As far as myself, I finished Resident Evil Village over on Twitch, as well as Final Fantasy X-2 off stream. Also started and completed SMT Strange Journey Redux out of my hype for SMT5. Let me tell you, it was pretty goddamn amazing. I love the music, but the late game dungeons were way too big brain for me. I'm pretty sure I suffered multiple cardiac arrests navigating the Womb of Grief, Sector Horologium, and the Empyrean Descent. Oh, and the final boss was hard as shit. Despite all that, it was fantastic. And Alex was pretty cool too, I guess. I just started Metroid Samus Returns on 3DS to prepare myself for Metroid Dread, and hopefully I can get through Devil Survivor 1 and 2 before the release of SMT5. That's it for your video gamer news, everyone. What do you think will show up at the State of Play? Are you going to pick up the new Switch OLED model? Listen, my 368p OLED Xenoblade 2 experience is about to change the world. Recently, I put up a poll asking if you guys think we'll see FF16 or Project ReFantasy at this upcoming State of Play, and according to you guys, 58% of you said, no, what the fuck, you're delusional, and 42% of you said, yes sir, Sony skipped E3 for a reason, baby. I'm gonna be real, I agree with the 58%, dude. Maybe FF16, but Project Refantasy? No, dude, it's not Tokyo Game Show, okay? It's not happening. If you're interested, I've got an exclusive podcast and live streams available on Patreon at the $5 tier, where I talk about upcoming videos, what I've been playing, as well as discussing random topics with you guys. You'll also see a preview for new videos before they release and get a behind-the-scenes look at how they were made.
With that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a dislike if you didn't. Check out my second channel for highlights and playthroughs, follow my live stream on Twitch, and check out Apple2K on YouTube and Twitter for editing this video. God bless you all, and I will see you next time.
So something came in the mail today. These nuts. Ha! Got him!